large fence, 150 or 100-mile long, put all the lesbians in there, fly over and drop some food. Do the same thing with the queers and the homosexuals. And have that fence electrified till they can't get out. Feed them. And you know what? In a few years, they'll die out. Do you know why? They can't reproduce.
I'll tell you right now, I was disappointed bad. But I'll tell you right there, as sorry as you can get. The Bible's against it, God's against it, I'm against it, and if you've got any sense, you're against it.
And instead of squashing that like a cockroach and saying, man up, son, get that dress off you and get outside and take a stick, because that's what boys do.
Could you imagine kissing somebody?
Son dropping the limp wrist, you walk over there and crack that wrist.
Man, I'm gonna preach the hell out of all of them. Hey, I tell you right now, somebody said, who you gonna vote for? I ain't gonna vote for a baby killer and a homosexual lover.
Man up. Give him a good punch. Okay? You're not gonna act like that. You were made by God to be a male, and you're going to be a male. Say, can I take charge like this as a parent? Yeah, you can. You're authorized. I just gave you a special dispensation this morning to do that.
I knew I was gay my whole life. It really started to become obvious with like a name in like 4th or 5th grade is when I really realized. I remember growing up though in like elementary school and going to religious ed, and there was a kid there who I had a crush on, and like his mother was a religious education teacher, and she knew I was gay, and like then that started to make sense that I liked boys, and I thought it was just being different. And when I came out, I was in sophomore year of high school, or sophomore or junior year, I'm not really sure. I was 16, and I came out to my neighbor first because she was a child psychiatrist, and like it was a really hard time, and I felt if I could trust anyone, it would be her, so I told her. And then a couple months later, on Memorial Day, I told my mom, and she didn't believe me at first, and it really took her a while. yes, I have been made fun of for being gay. A lot of it would come from my father, and it was before he really knew. And then
What would he say to you?
he would always call me like really inappropriate things and just. I didn't really know why I was different, and I didn't know why God was punishing me.
You think God was punishing you for being gay?
Right now, no, but at the time, yes, because it was very, like, difficult, and I, like, cut myself off from everyone. The hardest time was really the month before I came out, but I cut myself off from, like, all my friends, and I just wouldn't, like, be social with anyone, and I just, like, stopped letting people in, and would sit in my room by myself thinking about it, and thinking about how much easier it would be if, like, I wasn't there, and I didn't have to deal with this, and didn't have to disappoint so many people. I mean, you think about it, you think, what if I just went downstairs and grabbed a knife and do it? And they're like, I mean, I never hurt myself bad, but sometimes I would just sit and play on my knee. Just think, like, how much easier it would be for everyone else if I wasn't the gay son. When I came out to the first person, the first time I actually said it, I felt like 100-pound weight had been lifted off my shoulders, and it only took me a minute to say it, but it felt like a lifetime. And I remember sitting there just thinking to myself, how am I going to say this? And you freeze up. Like, I remember I was crying and shaking, and when I said it, like, to someone else aside from me, it just felt like 100-pound rock had been lifted off my shoulders, and like I was happy for like the first time in my life.